News View, here for you. Hello and welcome to News View on Friday night in Champaign, Urbana. I am broadcasting to you over recording from Urbana, Illinois at the UPTV studio. Right now, the top story is what I'm getting to, and that is the Illinois House District, one of the Central Illinois House Districts, will have 3 different representatives over 3 days of next month, January. Republican State Senator Dan Rutherford was elected state treasurer in November, but State Representative Shane Coltra was selected to replace Rutherford in the Senate, and he will leave the House on January 8th. But Jason Barackman has been selected to replace Coltra, but not until January 10th. So, according to our sources, this is the Chicago Tribune getting from the News Gazette, that on January 9th, between January 9th, Russell Geisler will be serving honorary one-day term as state representative, and he won't be paid or receive any pension benefit from his brief term. So that's a strange turn of events in the House, in one of the House districts in Central Illinois. Now, our next story is that the FDA is warning against consumption of Tiny Greens brand alfalfa and spicy sprouts due to salmonella outbreak. They found the link between the multi-state salmonella outbreak and Tiny Greens brand alfalfa sprouts and spicy sprouts. They have, because of them, they have issued a warning to consumers advising them not to eat the products sold by the Urbana, Illinois farm. The FDA is saying don't eat alfalfa sprouts and spicy sprouts, which contain alfalfa sprouts, from Tiny Greens Organic Farm of Urbana, Illinois. The sprouts were distributed in 4 ounces and 5-pound containers to various customers, including restaurants, markets, grocery stores in Illinois, Indiana, Missouri, and possibly other Midwestern states. So do not buy those. You can read more about it on the foodpoisonjournal.com. And in big news, other big news, Indiana saw an earthquake on Wednesday night. They had an earthquake, and the Illinois University seismographs on Thursday morning picked up the earthquake. The vibrations were centered in Howard County, Indiana, and they kicked the pins all over the place and splattered ink across the paper. says the report from WTHR TV 13 Indianapolis. The quake isn't expected to have caused much damage, but the time and the location are rare. It's only the third earthquake of note in this area north of Indianapolis in 175 years. So that's your big news from Indiana for this week so far. And in other news, a Mona Nelson has been arrested for murder of 12-year-old Jonathan Foster, and they say she's an acquaintance of the family of Texas fifth grader Jonathan Foster, whose body was found on Monday in a ditch in Houston, say the police. Nelson, age 44, had been charged with capital murder because of this and is being held without bond. According to ABC News Houston affiliate KTRK, Nielsen did not appear at a court hearing this morning because of an unspecified medical issue, or yesterday morning. Late Wednesday, the burned body was finally identified as that of Jonathan Foster, a 12-year-old boy who vanished on Christmas Eve. The family says they don't know the person really who did this, and Gifford wasn't sure if her daughter knew her either. So there's kind of a strange story there, unfortunate happening. Right now we're going to go to a break number one of this edition of Newsview on a New Year's Eve. Happy New Year, and stay tuned for the more news and weather right here on Newsview. And we're back here at Newsview with our next news story. A mobile phone security firm has warned of a new Android phone Trojan. This according to CNET News. And Lookout Mobile Security has said it's identified the peskiest cell phone threat to date. The Android Trojan, dubbed Jiminy, was cropped up in China and can take significant amounts of personal data and send it to remote servers. Lookout says that Jiminy displays bot-like qualities and is the most sophisticated wireless malware it has seen. Thus far, infected programs have only been seen on various Chinese application stores. And the next story is Nintendo has issued an age warning on its new 3D games. The 3D function on the upcoming game console that is supposed to come out in February in Japan and March in the US, Europe, and Australia can cause eye problems if you don't use 2D 2D displays. These can be played in both 2D and 3D, these games, but it's dangerous to a young person's eyes to use the 3D games. So they're saying children under a certain age should only play 2D games of these 3D games, the 2D version. And the next story, in New York City, a mess has been going on with the blizzard, which occurred this week and last weekend over Christmas. And according to the New York Post, they have an exclusive story about the sanitation department protesting the budget in New York City, and somebody took a picture of a sanitation worker in Queens who was asleep, and this is unfortunate because many roads weren't cleared. Snow removal on the streets in New York City has been incredibly slow, and the people who told about this said that they were told to keep their plows off most streets and wait for orders before attacking the accumulating piles of snow, quote unquote. They say crews normally would have been more aggressive in combating a fierce, fast-moving blizzard like the one here that happened Sunday and blew out the next morning. So it was a budget protest by sanitation workers. If you have any questions, comments, or news stories, you can call the station or you can email me at newsview@email.com. There it is. The address is newsview@email.com, newsview being one word, and the number is 217-384-2452. That's 217-384-2452. That's the UPTV office. And don't miss the UPTV New Year's special tonight. There will be jokes, there will be music, there will be cartoons, and a countdown to New Year's. I'll give you more details about that later. Stay tuned for the Indian News View. I'm Michael Badger. Have a happy New Year. And now we come to the part of the show where I give the weather forecast for Champaign, Urbana, Illinois, and the surrounding area. Friday night, tonight, 35 degrees Fahrenheit with a chance of thunderstorms and rain. So thunderstorms and 35 degrees Fahrenheit for your low tonight. Saturday, New Year's Day, 35 degrees Fahrenheit for your New Year's Day with partly sunny skies, and 20 degrees Fahrenheit here for your Saturday night low temperature. Sunday, 27 degrees Fahrenheit for the high with mostly cloudy skies, and a low temperature Sunday night into Monday with 19 degrees Fahrenheit. That's the low. Thanks for watching NewsView. And the last thing I have to say is about stay tuned for the UPTV special Jazz and Humor New Year's Eve broadcast. Beginning at 10 p.m., you'll see and hear 4 hours of classic jazz presented by Robert Scugland, a.k.a. The Humble Farmer, along with humorous monologues from the man who's been called New England's Garrison Keillor. We'll also have a countdown to exact midnight Central Time and first moment of 2011. That's the UPTV New Year's Eve special tonight here on UPTV from 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. tonight, right here on your community television station, UPTV. And there will be some cartoons tonight in the middle, and of course the Humble Farmer presenting jazz music tonight. Thanks for watching. Have a great New Year.
What would happen if you didn't follow the established path? If you did the unexpected? Would you feel scared? Proud? Relieved? Could you explain that helping the people of Peru improve their own community would also have an effect on your own? Or assisting an entrepreneur in Ukraine to launch her small business? Or creating a support group in Malawi for children orphaned by AIDS? What if you established your own path, one that others might follow? Would you rather make your own way? Or spend your life saying, what if? Life is calling. How far will you go? Peace Corps. To find out more, call 1-800-424-8580 or go to peacecorps.gov.